Today we're going to talk about one of the audio solutions that I use, or I'm going to use. I currently use a Rode shotgun mic, and I have some old footage. I may throw that up from a long time ago. I didn't really do an unboxing for it online, but in the future I do plan on doing an audio recommendation and comparison video. But to get back to it, I got the H1 Zoom. It's a digital audio recorder that's going to be external. Went with this for a few reasons. There's some things I plan to shoot where the sound I want to pick up necessarily isn't going to be picked up from a shotgun mic, you know, just with its directional by nature type of sound. This will be able to pick up stereo as well as use it in interview settings, or if there's times where I'm going to need a lav and I want to have a microphone actually on me, I can use that, have this tucked in my pocket. So I'm pretty excited about it. So gonna do an unboxing here real quick. Got this from B&H on their Black Friday / Cyber Weekend sales. They still have it on sale right now. It just doesn't come with the accessory pack, so I scored a pretty good deal. They have the three colors. I think the black and gray are each down to $84, and the blue is actually $64 right now, which is a pretty sweet deal. But at the time, I got the $25 accessory pack thrown in for free. Essentially the $99 regular price this guy is. So cracking it open here. Let's see what we get in with the microphone. And the other reason I'm pretty excited about this is it's just such a small form factor and so versatile. So as you can see from the accessory pack, it does have a tripod stand. And the other reason I got this is partially because of my previous video. I just picked up a Panasonic Lumix GX85 to go with my G85. And that camera I'm going to use for B-roll footage and some secondary views. But the reason this is going to be important is that camera, and for others like it, it does not have an audio input. So my only option other than the factory speakers is an external option. So most of the stuff is in plastic. I believe it comes with a 2 gig memory card, so it'll suffice. I have an extra 16 gig because over time, as I get newer cameras, I just upgrade the memory and then the hand-me-down system. So I'll use one that I'm not shooting for 4K anymore in here, but basically it takes one AA battery, so that's going to be pretty good just because of the fact that it's a common battery. I'll have it with me. And on top of that, it's something I'll have in other devices, so if, you know, worst case scenario, I do need to borrow from another device like an LED light or something like that, I can. There that goes. So anyway, here's the AA going in there. Initial impressions of this thing, it's super light, so it's a lot lighter than I thought it would be, which is very good. I was a little concerned with, you know, the weight of it, because one of the other options you're going to see, even though that GX85 doesn't have an audio input, it does have a hot shoe or a cold shoe on top. So I am actually going to use one of those $5 or $6 adapters, which I think I have one over here. Yep. So basically, I'm going to be using the shoe to tripod adapter here, and I'll put it in the back of my mic, and get this in here real quick just so you can see a visual representation. And then I'll be able to put this on top of the camera with this adapter. So it'll sit right on top of the camera like a shotgun mic would, and at that point, it's super light, so it's not really going to get in the way. But this, being so light, has a nice screen for the readout. Let's power it on for the first time here. Basically, you have a power button you press down, and then let's press and hold on that thing. Pops on, got high, got some message. Ooh, it's backlit. Did not know that. That's going to be pretty nice, but should be pretty simple to use. The reason I like it is you have your volume, and you can also do it line out, so you do have a headphone jack to monitor the sound you're putting in. So I'm really impressed with how light this is and the quality of it. You know, so you do have your audio in, so if you do want to add a lav to it, like I said, put this in your pocket, use a little mic on your collar or anything else like that, you can do that. You can change your input levels up and down, and you can see here, let me see if I can get a good view of that. You can see here as I'm talking that they are fluctuating, and I can change those up or down just based on what I want my levels to be on the fly, mark hot points, playback, trash. So you have all the controls you could ever want from this guy, which I am really excited about. So pretty impressed about this. Plus it's got that simple recording, one button recording, boom, done. And so this accessory pack, the reason I was attracted to this was I didn't really need the miniature tripod so much. I have a Manfrotto Pixie already, but it is smaller, so if I want to keep it in an extra case. But really was the carrying case and the windscreen. So you have your cable, pretty standard. It's a mini USB, so unfortunately that is an extra cable I will have to add if I ever want to do a transfer, but I use a card reader, so that's not going to be a big deal. AC adapter. So right now there's a standard alkaline battery in there, so I don't necessarily want to charge this thing with that alkaline battery in there. So if you are going to charge it, just so the battery doesn't overheat or leak acid, I recommend upgrading your AA battery that's in there, just because of the fact that if you try charging one of those traditional batteries, you could leak the acid or have it be unstable, and that basically could damage or ruin your device from the inside. Here is the foam screen. This is pretty awesome just because, like I said, in that interview setting, you know, you can squeeze this guy over the top, and basically you're going to have a little bit better presentation for the interview. That's part one, but part two also will be, it's going to cancel out some of that ambient noise that you're going to have around your setting. I'm not going to do that too quick, but you get the idea. Along with that foam on top, we do have this, and this is actually pretty cool. It is a microphone handle, again, so this is going to give that representation of you holding a microphone. So this is a very versatile device. I am pretty excited now. I do wish that this had a hole in the bottom to tie into, just because it would be more of your traditional form factor. But being able to hold it in your hand and have directional pointing like this is actually a lot nicer than gripping over the top and potentially manipulating a control. So a quick easy fix there. And then the last thing, of course, oh, this thing is tiny. I may carry this with me actually. Is this additional tripod. So this is pretty cool because I currently have a desk mic. I use the Nessie from Blue, and it is a fantastic desk mic. Quality is great. However, if you didn't have one, you know, it would be super easy just to have this guy on your desk. And oh, this is super light. So it's not very rigid. I wouldn't trust it to a camera. But it is super light. You can tell it's kind of plasticky, aluminum-y. But I would definitely be able to put this microphone on here and have it be desk mounted, or like I said, in that interview setting, you know, if you wanted, instead of holding it for whoever you're interviewing, if you wanted to just have this on there and have it in more or less your general direction pointing at someone, definitely something you can do, and you can have that pointing any which way. So again, just to recap, with this kit, which I definitely recommend on its own, it's got a $25 price. This accessory kit seems to be worth it. You got the handle to grip and hold the microphone. You get the windscreen. You also get the miniature tripod. And all of those are pretty effective little accessories that I would definitely recommend. The other one too is going to be this case, you know, because as far as gear, I definitely do not like to buy more than once. I'm a buy once type of person, buy right, buy once. So I'm not necessarily going to buy the most expensive thing at all times, but if I get good value, I'm not going to buy the cheapest either. So a nice little case for your microphone. It won't fit with the foam on there, but still it'll fit, and you can probably fit an extra battery in there as well. So again, this is going to be an audio option for anyone who wants external recording, or if you want a little better voice quality, you can plug in a lav mic. You know, you'll be able to carry this around in a super small package. It's a nice leather. Looks like it has a little belt loop on it too, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, take that with you, take the mic with you, and definitely recommend this for an external recording option. And look out in the future, I'm going to have some audio comparisons coming out between your different options while shooting and creating videos, but also how they integrate into my system. Remember, check out my other videos, like this one, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Go tell your friends.